Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Valimor Kilgharrah. The model number on this is AR100A. It has this green-gray colored fume dial. They have other variations as well, although some of them are sold out. Each of these colorways are limited editions. I was provided this watch. I didn't pay for it, so I'll mark the video as a paid promotion. So you have your choice of bracelet or rubber strap. On bracelet is $415. On this nice rubber strap is $317. I really like the look of the bracelet. It has these diamond scale center links here. Not exactly center links, but the second and fourth link of the 5-link bracelet have this diamond scale pattern to it. We'll go into that in further detail in a moment here. So we have a domed sapphire crystal with 3 layers of anti-reflective coating applied. That does not indicate if it's the underside or the top side. I would hope that it's on the underside. Typically I've only seen them on the top if it's top and bottom. So a little bit of not really distortion, but I guess I would say glare there, but you can see the AR coating. We do have a loomed ceramic bezel insert. We also have this dragon fin. The dorsal fin is what this is modeled after. So it has the unidirectional knurled edge here, and also the bezel rotates in only one direction. So you cannot rotate it the opposite way. This is 60 click. And you get plenty of grip with this, well, I would say sawtooth pattern, but dragon dorsal fin pattern here. Speaking of dragons, we have a dragon scale dial here. Kind of matches that dragon scale on the links. So I think a lot of time and effort went into creating this watch. It's you know, kind of a different watch, but it's not a homage. At least not that I'm aware of. The Rehot or chapter ring, I guess that would be a Rehot. It kind of has some engraving there. Then you can see it has 60, 55, so we have the minutes marked around that Rehot. And then you have applied indices and applied numerals on the dial. And these hands are modeled after the sword Excalibur from King Arthur. But it does have a dragon theme. The name is a name of a dragon, I guess. Check out their website. I'll leave a link in the description below, but they have a couple different videos there and some different artwork. And a lot of time and effort went into this. And then the case profile here kind of looks like the hilt of a sword. We have this unique crown with the crystal in here. It's supposedly a Swarovski. Not much of a jewelry guy, but I think that's how you pronounce it. Swarovski crystal. It kind of looks like the bottom of the sword, where I think that's called the pommel. Maybe that looks like the pommel of the sword. So, very neat theme. You know, it's different. It's unique, and if you're into Dungeons and Dragons or the Gothic type stuff, this you know, could be a good watch for you. We do have Swiss Superluminova on the indices, the numerals, hands, and the bezel insert. We'll check out the loom towards the end of the video here. Movement is a Miyota 8315, 60 hours of power reserve. Actually, you know what? Let me show this on wrist, and you know, actually I can just do it right now. Let's just do this. Let's look at the movement this way. There we go. Benefit of the quick release, and then I can hopefully quickly put it back on. But clearly a custom rotor, really nice engraving there, has a gold color, and then the name, of course, Valimor. And the movement is a little bit decorated itself too, so. And then the outside of the case back has some special knurling there. It looks like snake skin or maybe a dragon skin as well. And you can read there, EU Design Patent, European Union, Japan Automatic Movement, 10 ATM, so 100 meter water resistant, sapphire crystal, all stainless steel, and there's the brand Valimor. And I think on the other side, I'll show you the other side of this in a little bit when I put the rubber strap on, but the limited edition is on the other side of this, in between the lugs, the limited edition number. So as I mentioned, quick release pins, solid links, solid end links, push pins to size the bracelet. It does unfortunately though have a butterfly clasp. I mean, it looks nice, but getting the sizing just right is not possible with this. I have it a little bit snug on my wrist. And with the other link in is too loose for my preference, so that is one downside to the butterfly clasp. It's either going to be too tight or too loose, unless you just happen to fit just right in between these link sizes here. They do give you a link sizing tool, which is a nice touch. So let's see if I can quickly put this back on here. Nope, almost had it. It's not so easy when I can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. I definitely heard that snap in place. So 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. So you do have brushing and polished chamfered edge here. So I think it's a nice looking watch here. Dimensions: 47.4 millimeter lug to lug. Case diameter, actually I measured the bezel at 40.5. Case may be slightly smaller at 40. Looks to be a little bit of overhang on this bezel, but from the top down you're looking at 40.5 millimeter. Thickness, the website has it listed at 13 millimeter without the crystal. I measured from the bottom to the top here at 15 millimeter. 22 millimeter lug width, and it does taper down to 20 millimeter. I have a 6.5 inch wrist, and I have, I guess it would be 4 links left in there. No, well, I think you can only remove 2 more actually, because that pin would go in here to there. So yeah. All right, let's get this on wrist on the bracelet, and then I'll switch over to the rubber strap. I've worn it more on the rubber strap. I'm a bracelet guy, but that rubber strap is very comfortable. So here it is on my 6.5 inch wrist, 52 millimeter wristband. Again, lug to lug is 47.4, so I think it looks perfectly fine on my smaller wrist. It is a little bit thicker than my preference, but nothing too crazy. All right, let's, oh, you know what? The movement, I didn't finish talking about that. So 60 hours power reserve, 6 beats per second. It does have a ghost state, so pull the crown out to the second position. Second hand still moving. And you can feel something clicking over in there on the inside. Then all the way out, it does stop. So there's hacking, and it is hand winding. All right, let's compare it to my SKX. Okay, here's a quick look at it compared to my Seiko SKX for size reference. 42 millimeter on this one here on the case. Lug to lugs, very close, 46 versus 47.4. Thickness, the SKX is about 1.5 mil thinner, and this is a 200 meter rated dive watch. But it does not have a display case back, so it adds some thickness. And the stock SKX does not have a domed crystal, so that makes it a little bit thinner as well. This has aftermarket. All right, let's take this bracelet off and throw it on the rubber strap. Get it on wrist with the rubber strap, and then we'll check out the lume. Oh, before I forget, the limited right there. So you can see limited edition. Whatever that number says, doesn't really matter. 29.4 of 52, I guess. So 50, sorry. There you go, 29 of 50. There are, I think, 5 different colorways. Again, I'll leave a link to the website in the description. Go check them out. You know, they have some neat artwork and things like that, so I think it's worth a visit. Okay, and then here is the rubber strap. Hopefully you can see that design on there. This is an NBR rubber strap. I've not heard of NBR before. I've heard of FKM, some other acronyms too, but not NBR. So anyway, let's get this on here. Quick release pin. It is not fitted. It would be nice if it was fitted to the case, but it's not. But that's okay. There we go. And here's a look at the buckle. Again, some really neat engraving here. A lot of effort went into this watch. The only thing I don't like is this isn't the same color as the case, but you know, that's okay. It matches the strap. So kind of neat, but if you don't like your buckle not matching the case, then you may not want to get the rubber strap. But it is, like I said, super comfortable. And we do have these keepers for the keeper, these little nubs here to keep this keeper in place. And then this one's, well, they're both free floating, but this one free floats. And you can see that is signed Valimor. And then there is the logo as well. I've never actually played Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. But I would imagine this would be a nice watch if you're into that kind of stuff. Used to play some video games back in the day. I forgot what it's called. But they were kind of like Dungeons and Dragons themed. So there we go. Very comfortable on wrist. And as I pointed out in my unboxing, this the tip of this is curved. So it's very easy to get it into this keeper. Sometimes with rubber straps, they kind of just flop around. But nice touch here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and it really does help me out. All right, let's check out the loom. And here is the loom. My SKX is on the right. Valimor, of course, is on the left. Loom is not quite as bright as what it looks like on the screen by eye here. I would say the indices on the SKX are brighter, but I would say the hands are a little bit brighter on the SKX as well. If the hands on the Valimor were larger, then I would say it would be brighter on that. But anyway, here's a quick look at the loom, and that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.